We are here in Hilo.
Keep our prices as low as we can so that we can put local families in these homes.
Well, for me, my inspiration came from these two.
They're making, over $50,000 profit on this one project.
So here, my goal for this year is just get started.
We could not have done this on our own for sure.
Basically pitch them our 32-lot new development affordable housing project.
A lot of you enjoyed the videos, but notice that some of you haven't even subscribed. What's up with that?
But if you've been finding value in what we're sharing about real estate, financial freedom, and building wealth right here in Hawaii, we'd love to have you stick around.
We're constantly working on new ways to help you take action, succeed in real estate, and achieve your goals, whether you're here in Hawaii or anywhere else.
So do us a favor, hit the like button, smash subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell so you never miss an update. That way we can keep creating content you actually want to see. And if there's something you're curious about or want to know more of, feel free to drop a comment below. We're always working on bringing you information that's helpful and interesting. We are headed to Kona this week for spring break and also have a bunch of things planned. Our first stop tomorrow morning is going to be a meeting with the mayor to talk about our 32 lots that we have planned out for an affordable housing project and make those rentals and work with local nonprofits to help house those who are, in financial distress or, in the lower income bracket, which is truly our passion. That evening, we're going to have a meetup in Hilo at one of our students' projects. And this is a new build that they built on their own. And I'm excited to see the progress, and it's already under contract. So we showed them the system, who we use, who we work with, connected them with our network, and they were able to complete this project and get it under contract quickly. So we're excited for them. The next day, we will be headed out to Waikoloa, where we have our new build project that's almost towards the end of the build as well, and we're excited to share about that project. There has been a lot of challenges with it as well, so stay tuned as we share, of course the wins, but also the challenges that come with building homes and being in real estate investing. And after that, we have my mom's birthday party, so we're excited to kind of make this a work and family trip, as well as get to spend time with some of our family out on the Big Island that we don't always get to see. So stay tuned, because we will be sharing a lot on how you can potentially buy land out in the Big Island and build, but also build wealth with your family, add value to the community, and be a part of something bigger like affordable housing projects. Today is the big day. We are meeting with the mayor pretty soon. I just drove 2 hours from Kona to Hilo. Good thing I had my Kona coffee with me and my water, because 2 hours is a long time to be in the car. But right now we're stopping at one of Fuzzy's rentals to get ready, and I bought some Krispy Kreme donuts because I don't know why people like that, but Krispy Kreme is only on Maui. So when we come to the outer islands, they always request for it. And we also have the meetup tonight. So we are going to be prepping for that after this meeting, but I will keep you updated on how it goes.
What's up, gang? I just met up with my tita from Maui, business partner Zasha Smith over here. My name's Fuzzy Jardine. Come along today on our journey. We got a couple days here on the Big Island. We're actually going around talking to some people that's interested in doing our big project, 32 lot project, looking to build 32 homes, possibly double that, maybe 64 if we can, to be able to put local families that's on the HUD list, and put them in, affordable rentals. So
Today we're headed to a bunch of different offices, state, county, nonprofits to basically pitch them our 32 lot new development affordable housing project. We already bought the land, so now we're just trying to secure the funding for the total project, which is probably about $11 million, depending if we have to phase it out. So it is quite a bit of money to ask for, but if our goals align with the initiatives of some of these nonprofit or county and state programs, then that would be a perfect solution, because a lot of them aren't developers or are not looking to buy and create the land themselves or create the homes themselves, because it is a lot of work. So that's where we come in, and if we can work together, that will be better for the community overall.
yeah, I mean, we're just trying to keep this neighborhood affordable. We could actually raise the money uh, with private money lenders and use the hard money gig, but then what happens? We create an increase of the property values in there, and that's not what we're all about. We're looking to keep our prices as low as we can so that we can put local families in these homes. So number one thing, looking for our best interest for our local families who cannot buy, right? Cannot buy homes, and they can afford to rent, and they're on these lists, or they can afford to rent instead of purchasing a home. So follow along for today's journey. We're not only having, today talking about our project, we're also, having a meetup later on today. So it's going to be a fun day.
Yeah, one of our two of our students actually decided to partner up and do their first new build project together. So they went through our Hui Mastermind program. They bought the land and built the home, raised private funds for that as well. And then now it got listed and in escrow. That means it is, there's already a buyer for the home.
Local family.
Yeah.
Too. Yep.
So we're excited to showcase them, showcase their project, but also bring along other people. It's open to the public and it's free, but just to show other people the possibilities of investing in real estate, how they can find deals, how they can find funding, and share our students' success story.
Prices are getting more and more expensive right here in Hawaii, so there's no better way to learn real estate through coaches that are active right here in Hawaii.
So come join us today. We're excited to have you start your journey and be there to support you. We are here in Hilo for a meetup at one of our students' project. They actually partnered together, and we're excited because they implemented our system of buying land, building, and then now have it under contract in less than a week. So it's key that anybody who's interested in coming and getting involved in real estate investing goes to events like this because they can see the end product.
Yeah, so we're super excited. They listened to what we taught them, listened to detail, took action, got the property, I think, from a wholesaler, and hired a contractor. We taught them how to hire a contractor, how to manage a contractor, and just super excited to see them going from start to finish. And the thing is going to a young mother, 26, from Waipahu, from Honolulu. So super stoked to see this happen, and them housing or selling this home to a local family.
Yeah, and right now it is freaking hot in Hilo. So we are getting ready to head there. We can't wait to showcase the students themselves, but also the networking. I think it's really important for anybody who wants to get started or is interested in, buying multiple homes to come to events like this, because they get to meet people that are actually doing it and network with them as well. You never know where your relationship will end. So make sure that you stay tuned to the end of this video, like and subscribe for more, and we'll be sharing all the insights and behind the scenes of this property.
Hello.
guys for coming. If you don't know by now, a lot of what we do, we also share to the community, share to the public so that they can learn as well. So we're going to be videotaping this meetup and sharing it on YouTube. So just be aware that you might be caught on camera. But thank you guys for coming and spending the evening with us. We really feel like it's important for the local community to come out to these projects, to see what's possible, and to see actual locals doing new builds, building wealth, and buying real estate here and having a positive impact on the community. And so we're very lucky to be able to showcase two of our students who partnered up together and built this beautiful property. But before we do that, we wanted everybody to go around and introduce themselves. For those who don't know, my name is Zasha Smith, AKA Invest with Zasha.
Knock that out of the way.
Knock it out of the park. And so I was an engineer. I grew up on Maui, lived in affordable housing, didn't grow up with any money or financial background, and basically worked as an engineer for 10 years and then found real estate by just a simple Google search of how do I quit my job and get rich because I hate what I do. So instead of building wealth for all these million and billion dollar multi-corporation companies, I decided to then build things on my own to help the community and really give back and help serve what I felt was like my bigger purpose in this world. And then this fuzzy guy reached out on social media after, I don't know why people like to just see behind the scenes, and I share all the craziness of my life, but that in turn inspired a lot of people. He reached out, and then we decided to partner and teach more locals how to do what we do.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you for all showing up. Super stoked to see, people who listen to what we teach and take action, and it shows, the results show. So, the whole thing why we're doing this is because there's not a lot of events that happen here. So we wanted to at least, start doing more meetups here on the Big Island, and showing that it's possible, right? It's possible to, take that dream that you have or why, and it become a reality. And that's what Zasha and I have done for ourselves. And when we created the Hui Mastermind, like when I met her, it was on social media, like, how are you getting all this money? Like, I want to learn how you're getting this money from dancing on social media. Like, I gotta dance? I'm not good.
Not that kind of dance.
My wife would be like, bro, like, I was recording, like, in the beginning, I was recording because he said just record and post. My wife was like rolling her eyes, right? So, but anyway, long story short, it came into, us creating something that like I wanted, or what I was looking for, to create, of course, money is what I was looking to create, to pass down to my kids. And it's amazing to have a like-minded business partner like Zasha, to be able to, give back to, guys like who came through the program, or through Hui Mastermind program, our 4-week program, and now the academy. And is everyone taking action? No, but like, we're giving all these tools for people to they can do it. And the ones that, like I said, always repeating myself because they're getting old, the ones that take action going to show results. And like, it's so crazy, like, from start to finish, watching these two guys go from knowing nothing. Well, they probably knew some stuff, but going from knowing a little about real estate to having this home in escrow with someone, a local girl from Waipahu, right? 26-year-old purchasing this house, a local girl, right? I'm excited to hear this story, right? Like, what they gotta say. So,
but before we do, we want everybody to kind of introduce themselves, kind of where they're from, their name, where you're from, and kind of what your next goal, your biggest goal for 2025 or your next goal for 2025 so we can hold you accountable?
This year, we want to do this. That's why we came to see. You know, we love the idea of helping, our community. And so, we've done some investing, but want to upgrade and move into, doing something just like this. So we're excited to hear your story and to, hear how you did it. And so, we appreciate you.
My biggest goal for this year is I'm an out-of-state investor, so 10 properties by the end of the year and raising 500,000.
Something here. My goal for this year is just get started, really.
We're looking, to build community, to start a project, and to kind of get figure out how to get our property in our name from the family side, so that way we can use that property to do renovations and whatever else we can. So yes.
My goal for the end of the year is to buy an apartment.
I got into the Hui just about 13 months from now. February was the Hui Mastermind class when they were still doing 4-week programs. And that's what kind of sparked the interest. I'm not a huge talker. During the classes and the online stuff, I kind of kept really quiet, but I was taking my notes and my things. As soon as we started doing the in-person things, there's 2 huaka'is, one on Oahu, one over here. That's where I sort of opened up and found my liking. When we came here in Hilo to check out these ground-up constructions, I really felt like it was something I could do. I live on the island now. It's a lot more tangible for me, and I do have a construction background, so originally I thought I was going to be into fix and flips. So I could fix a few things in a house, renovate it, and flip it there. But this ground-up construction seemed a little, not easier, but cheaper buy-in. So that's kind of where we went from there. And I'll let Keola introduce himself.
Aloha, I'm Keola, and I'm from Oahu. I live in Makiki. And I just retired from teaching. I was a teacher in the public schools. I just retired in December. So I have more time now, so I bug Spencer a lot now. I was sending like 5 texts right in a row, whatever. I think for me, my inspiration came from these two. I think I needed local people in front of me. I needed people to grab my hand and pull me along the way. And so that was something that they offered, and so took advantage of that. And then because Fuzzy has been doing this for 12 years now, it's easy to believe whatever he says is what you should do, right? So we just kind of follow all the steps that he taught us. And so we're so glad that all of you could come tonight.
We are gonna maybe run through how you found this deal, how you funded it, the construction, and then kind of some of the numbers, because I think a lot of times when people come to these meetups, or like find out about deals, they're just not sure how to run the numbers and what that actually looks like. So I think to see a project in real life is number one, but number two is to understand the numbers and see like what is the actual potential behind it. So can you guys share that part of it?
So one of the first things, they went over mindset in the beginning, but after that it was like how to find a property. And so they taught us a couple of different ways. So one way is to use the MLS, which everybody else that's buying property can see. Another way is to buy from a wholesaler. So usually a wholesaler will find a property that's not on the market, and then they'll add a little bit more, and then they'll sell it to people like us to build on. So usually I think from wholesalers, just kind of depends. You can get it maybe at a little lower price than the market price. And then the third way was to, actually there's more than third way, but the way that we used was to get on the phone and call, right? So we're just calling, we're just running like down the whole street or whatever, looking for every lot that's available and calling all of them, right? And then keeping your fingers crossed, praying to the gods or whatever you got to do, that somebody will, offer you their property at a reasonable price. Yeah. So one of the things they teach us is not to pay retail. So we're trying to get the property at a discounted price. So at the back end, we can sell it at an affordable price. So if you pay retail, then it's hard to make the numbers, jive. So another way is to like knock on the doors, right? If you have like a pre-foreclosure list of off-market properties, there's the address on there. You can try calling first, but like the phone doesn't work or whatever, then you can go to the address and talk to them. Sometimes it's good to be face to face. Other times it's scary, so you just gotta kind of, get over that and don't take it personal. When somebody's mad at you, like just apologize to them and say, I'm sorry, you're not interested in selling. Some of them are going through hard times and that's why they end up on that list. So to try to be compassionate to them, I think is important as well. So
yeah, I think another strategy too is having a good realtor. You guys are, I'm pretty sure everybody is familiar with Jade. She helped us a lot with this house, and she's willing to, lowball, right? So a lot of the properties that we find on the MLS, we don't offer full price. We try and get something for, in a perfect world, 50% off would be, amazing, but most times it doesn't work like that. But if you know your numbers, you do your research, kind of know what they're going for in the area, you can get it off 20, 30 grand off. Just depends on who it is. And really, between this partnership right here works pretty well because he's a good talker. He talks well with others. He's a hustler. Yeah, that's a better word. He's a good hustler.
Bullshitter.
So he's usually looking for the deals. I'll try to look for some too, maybe on the MLS too, but he usually finds something. And then he'll call me up. He say, hey, what do you think about this one? Then I'll go check out the property. Usually a couple days later, but I try to go the next day if I can. I work 24-hour shifts, so it doesn't always work like that. But I'll go check it out. I'll walk the property. I'll throw my boots on. I'll do everything. See what the terrain looks like, neighbors, what the neighbors across the street look like. Electricity, yeah. Electricity is a big one. Not everywhere has electricity going to the properties. So that's, I think, finding the right partner or finding somebody that you can work with in order to make the team work, I guess.
Wholesaler.
This one is a wholesaler.
We got it from a wholesaler. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got lucky. And we were so anxious because, man, we was looking at so much properties. That's how we partnered up. Like the last day of our hui, we were on Hawaii Island. And then because I knew, we're coming here, I told Jade, hey, send me a whole bunch of properties. So she sent me, I think about like 30 properties. And then so I filtering through it, I narrowed it down to 10. And then so on the last day of our hui, I told the hui that I'm going to stay one extra day. And so that extra day, we spent driving up around to all the properties and looking at the 10. And then we ended up putting in 7 offers of the 10. None of them got accepted. But the one thing is when you do the action, then it's like, that wasn't so bad, But before you do it, your fear, all these things come up, right? But, nobody killed us, or that one lady was kind of mad at us because she's like, how can you just show up over here? Because apparently she was living in the front house, but the property was the flag lot in the back, right? So we pull up, right? We're walking there, and she's like, who are you guys? Say, oh, we're fuzzy students, We're Fuzzy students, Fuzzy's name got some buzz that's on this island, so we always try Choi's name whenever we can, right?
Our general contractor is none other than Fuzzy right here, so he was a huge help. We could not have done this on our own for sure. We found the property, we talked to a few general contractors and stuff like that. But once you go through the course and you're in the program, you're gonna find out the hui is a big ohana, and if you just reach out and talk to them, you'll get some help. Like they say, if you take action, ask questions, then the help is there for sure. So we reached out to Fuzzy, and he agreed to help us out. He basically was a project manager for this house. You haven't noticed, it looks a lot like his other houses. Same color, everything, and it works. It sells this color. This is the Fuzzy blue. So
this is a 1/4 acre lot. It costs us $30,000,
and that's really cheap over here right now.
Yeah,
I'm sure you guys already know.
If you look at Ainaloa now, hold it.
It's like 60 to 70, even 80 grand now.
Yeah. And then in the beginning of the build, we had estimated $235K for the construction. And I think we went a little bit over. We were looking at the
235
spreadsheet
or-
the other night.
Yeah, 235.
Yeah, 235 plus 30, so we're thinking 265 all in, yeah. And I think we was looking at the spreadsheet the other night. We're at 276, so like 11,000 more than originally planned.
Yeah.
But you know, after you do this first one, and then you have your blueprint of numbers, right? So we started our second one, and so now it's easy for us to compare numbers from what we did here to what we're doing there.
And we're doing the same build. So this year is the pool Melia. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath.
HPM, pre-approved,
Yeah.
fastest approval to get your permit. So that's the way to go that we found.
Yeah.
And then we ended up selling at, we listed it at 375. The buyer, like she said, 26 or 27-year-old Waipahu girl offered 270, but she was also asking for a $10,000 credit. And so we look at each other like, what does that mean, you know? So like I think on paper it'd be 270, but we're actually giving her 10,000 to help her with all of her closing costs. So in actuality, we're getting 260. So, you know, we met with the realtor and we said, what you think? Because she listed it on Saturday, and then the buyer's realtor showed the house on Monday, so 2 days later, and then she put the offer in on Tuesday. But her offer also said negotiable. So to me, that's a key word, right? Yeah. When you're going to say negotiable, that means you're a little bit flexible on the price. So when we met with our realtor said, maybe we'll go 275 with 10K credit. So we put in that counter offer on the 4th day, and on the 5th day she accepted. So 5 days on the market for accepted counter. And we were super happy. We were kind of a little bit nervous because if you drove up the street, you can see like 4 houses maybe, like for sale or ready to be sold. And then some of them we understand has been on the market a long time, but they're priced a lot higher than ours. So, man, I don't know, like all the stars lined up or whatever it was. I keep claiming it's because I want to go plant those trees in the front. So she was so excited, like, yeah, I like this house because I like the trees, you know. But so we just blessed, I think, you know. So our realtor said, don't dirty anything because, you know, it got to be just as clean as whenever she saw the house. And so,
shoot, everything that they teach you in the class, in these classes, all the meetings is pretty much exactly. We followed their exact instructions.
Yeah.
Because the build all in was 265, but there was a lot of other things too. Creating an LLC, you have to get insurance for the house. I can't.
The surveying.
SSPP or whatever.
Oh yeah, SSPP. Oh. So you got to pay for the electrical. And then what we're finding out now is, because I think we paid I think we estimated on our spreadsheet 2,500, and then the SSP came out like 800 or $3,000. Yeah, and the SSP came out we got the letter from Hiko or Helco, whatever, and it was like 835. Like, oh, thank you. It's cheaper. But then we built it another place, and it's like, oh, that one is $3,000. Like, what? Such a big difference. And so I guess whatever's been paid for in the past or whatever, maybe they paid part or whatever it is, will determine. So that's part of the due diligence in, doing your homework, doing some research on the property that you're interested in.
Yeah, sorry. So to answer your question, the reason we created an LLC is because we were thinking we wanted to do hard money because I didn't have money. I don't think he had any money.
Nope.
So we were thinking about that, but we didn't get really good rates for these hard money companies. Mm-hmm. So basically everything is private money lenders. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And when I say private money lenders, it's not a bunch of strangers. You'll be surprised of who has money and is interested in investing. A lot of it's just family, friends, people that you're close with, and they're willing to invest, and not just in the property, but they invest in us as people. So I think that was a huge thing. But everything, I think that was the hardest part for me, asking people for money, but trying to present an opportunity to grow. Yeah. So that was definitely hard, especially because, it wasn't like, here's 265, let's do the whole build. It was, here's $100,000, okay, we can start now. Crap, we got to look for more money now. And then so it's keep on just trying to talk to the right people, networking, going to things like this. He goes to a lot of meetups on Oahu. This is my first meetup in Hilo, or Puna. But things like this, I think, help out a lot for raising capital. Right? It was all private money, yeah?
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Who was your first private money lender?
I was fortunate. It was one of my cousins. Yeah, he's on Oahu. He had a self-directed IRA, so he could invest in basically whatever he wanted. About, I don't know, 8 years ago, he actually took me to a real estate investment meeting. He said, "Oh, come check this out." But it was mainland investors. It seemed like they just wanted your money. They wanted you to invest with them for their properties. And I went to it one night and never went back again. Kind of turned me off. That's why when I started seeing you guys on Instagram, I see local people and their stories and their background. That's what kind of got me into what we're doing now. Is there's people that I can relate to, local people, surfers, some, just Hawaiians over here. But it was my cousin. It was that same cousin. So I already knew that he has a real estate mind, or not real estate mindset. He has a good mindset. He's a really solid guy. He's a firefighter and he's in the National Guard and he's really good with his money. So I told him what I was doing when I first got into the class, and then he just said, "Yeah, let me know." And then when I finally talked to him, I found out he had 150 grand. I was like, "Shit, that's a lot of money." Yeah. So we talked story a little bit, and then found the right number for him, and yeah, it all worked out. And that's what really got us in to this project.
What did you think about the meetup tonight?
Yeah, this meetup was good. It was kind of full circle because we started the Hui Mastermind class about a year ago, February 2024, and here we are in March 2025. We got a house that's in contract already. The meetup was good. Got to meet a lot of really cool people, like-minded people over here who all kind of want to get into the same thing. So I'm glad that we were here and exchange numbers so we can reach out to other people or they can reach out to us with any questions. And I'm still really new at this. So yeah, it's the first meetup I've been to on this island, and I think it went well. There's a lot of food, and so I hope people take some food home.
The meetup started at a good time, late, 5:30. Supposed to start at 5. But things like that happen. Even when you're building a house, just things happen sometimes, a little bit out of control. But it was good to, see some familiar faces, as well as meet some new people. And it was good to be able to answer some of their questions too. They had a lot of questions about the build, so we were able to answer some of the questions for them. Some of them, we didn't know the answers. We're just 1 year in, but I think for the most part, we're able to answer questions that they asked us.
How do you think the meetup went tonight?
Meetup went well.
Yeah.
Networked with a lot of great people.
Yes.
It was a great meeting.
We got to hear everybody's goals and learn about this current project and all the steps and nuances they learned and the things that they got to take, so it could show us that it was possible when we get to do it. Yes.
Hey, it was awesome having everybody come, some students that we had before, good to see their faces, and then, listening to Keola and Spencer speak, it was super awesome to see them talk about their project. You can see it right behind us, and it's just super duper awesome to see students who listen and take action.
Yeah, I think this is a true testimony to what you can do and the confidence that you can gain with surrounding yourself by other people that are, one, doing it, but two, by people that are there to guide you, like us, who have been through it and can help cut the learning curve and avoid a lot of the mistakes. And so for them, they're making over $50,000 profit on this one project that more than paid for the mentorship itself. But I think the key is that they took action. They listened to everything that we said. They contacted a lot of Fuzzy's network that helped him over the last 12, 13 years build affordable homes right here on the Big Island. And so it just goes to show, if you, one, listen, get educated, and take action, you know, the sky's the limit.
Yeah, and one of the things that Keola mentioned was, you know, they got involved with this real estate thing, but more and more it turned into their mission. Is similar to what Zasha and our, which is hiring locals to do the work, keeping it all, you know, trying to keep it all local, and then not only that, like you know, people before the profits, or you know, putting local families into these houses. So it made me feel good that we passing on the fishing pole and teaching them how to do it the Pono way, the right way, to help more locals stay here in Hawaii, and it's possible. And they've proven it, that it can be done.
Yeah, and there's a good amount of people who showed up today, and we want to do more meetups like this on the Big Island. So if you are here and are local and want more events like this, comment below, like and subscribe, so that we can share more, do more, and help you build wealth through investing in real estate.
Please, pretty please.
Pretty please.
Get us out of this.
Real estate professionals are telling you one thing, and you have that gut feeling that you know it's probably not right.